Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, is leaning towards leaving AEW when his contract is up in early 2024. This, according to a new report out of Fightful from Sean Ross Sapp. And look, this is something that I think a lot of people who were paying attention to all the little things that were going on may have not seen coming, but known was a possibility. That MJF would eventually want to see what's beyond the waters of AEW. What is there on the other side of the equation? What is there for him in WWE? The report said, and I quote, he is leaning towards leaving AEW as of now when his deal is up. Fightful also reported that there was a heated discussion between himself and Tony Khan. This was earlier, back in April. There was this discussion that took place after MJF went on Ariel Helwani's podcast without clearing it with AEW media, and that kind of started a little bit of I don't want to say a rift, but it definitely did cause problems, you could say, in the relationship. But the other thing to note is that MJF in general has been reported not to be happy about his current contract situation and the pay scale of his contract situation, the pay scale of conversations that were coming out of, a potential negotiation. It's worth to note that there are several new people in AEW who are making multiples of what MJF are making. MJF, by the way, just remember, everyone, he never signed another deal since AEW started. He was one of AEW's first signings back in 2019. And ever since then, he has been on that same, you could say, rookie contract. So for him, it is kind of a thing of he's seeing all these people. He's seeing CM Punk come in, Bryan Danielson come in. He's seeing all these new faces, Adam Cole, baby, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, all these new, fresh faces come in. And he's been there since the beginning. Like he says, he is one of the pillars of AEW. He is the best heel working in professional wrestling right now, bar none. And he's one of the best all-around performers there is in the entire world. And yet, he's being paid less than a lot of them. And yet, he's still on this contract that he's obviously not happy about. And look, people want to talk about this being a work. People want to talk about MJF being, kind of working the crowd with the bidding war of 2024, and he's going to stay with AEW. With the amount of money that WWE is making, there's no question that if they want to, they could take MJF off the market just like that, the second he hits the open market. Because it's not outrageous for them to just offer him a contract that AEW just can't match. It's not impossible. With the amount of money that's being thrown around at WWE superstars nowadays, you never know. Especially with a guy who WWE is very keen on, who Fox and NBC are very interested in, especially after some of the promos he cut in that CM Punk angle. Bruce Pritchard respects him. We know that Cody Rhodes and him actually have a relationship. And Cody Rhodes, remember, he was the first big signing that jumped ship from AEW to WWE. And MJF might be the second. I know we have 2 years. We have over a little under 2 years until this happens, early 2024. But remember this, AEW started 3 years ago. And it really hasn't been too long. I know there's been a whole pandemic in between, but what I'm trying to say is 2 years is, in wrestling, almost no time at all. So it's very, very possible that these things don't work themselves out, like a lot of people expected with the Cody situation, and then MJF just leaves. Doesn't mean that AEW is going to go out of business. It doesn't mean that AEW won't be able to draw the same amount of fans. Is it going to hurt AEW? This one, I think, is going to hurt a lot more than Cody Rhodes. Genuinely. If AEW were to lose MJF, it's going to hurt a lot more than Cody Rhodes because MJF is younger. MJF right now was some of the best reactions in the entire industry. He's better on promos. He's great in the ring, very underrated in the ring. All that together for AEW and what it means for an AEW original almost in MJF to leave and go jump ship to a company where he knows he won't be able to cut the same type of promos. He knows he won't be able to curse as much as he has. He knows he won't be allowed to say some of the most outrageous stuff that he does say in a lot of his promos. But he doesn't care because he's likely going to get paid a lot more. If I'm AEW, this is one guy you cannot let go. Trust me, there's a few people that are like on the no cut list, like on the no free agent list. This is one of them. Tony Khan and company better figure it out. They better find a way to make him happy because, oh man, if MJF walks to WWE, AEW is not going to go out of business. That's not what I'm saying, but it is going to hurt, and filling that hole is going to be very, very taxing on that roster. But you guys let me know what you guys think about MJF. Is he going to stay? Is he going to leave? What is he going to do? Let me know in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released.